ああ、さて、今日もやっていきましょう。数値的にはあんまり変わらんけど、思考キャビネットいじってるからな。最後の方ちょっとロードしてんやけど、
サミュエル・L・ジャクソンみたいな格好のままか。
この格好はね、なんかファッションホームレスみたいになってるな。ホームレス帽子やからな。やっぱ読みやすいな。メガネ装備すると。左の方の
ゴミ袋がいけない。
ゴミ袋、でもゴミ袋回収したいんですよ。でもまあ、だいぶお金困らんくなってきたら、
ホームレス感出してる。
ホームレスってかさ、ロシア、ホームレスいらずさ、ロシア人ってなんかこういうアディダスのジャージとかなんか行き当たらない。その、ヤカみたいな連中も。そんなことより。
ナイキでありそう。
なんていうんかな。動きやすくて安い服のバリエーションがそんななさそうな気がする。ちょっと待って。別には、何がめっちゃ困ってるってわけでもないんだけど、百科事典、意外と頭悪いな。1.3、修士学3、力3。で、これ、精神の、なんていうのかな。4422やったのが、精神が丸ごと1ポイント上がったんで、精神関係のステータスはまあまあ高いですね。まあ暗示はちょっと低いね。思考によるボーナスでマイナス3ついてるわ、暗示。いや、使うんちゃ使うんからな。多分この暗示も白明もちょっと神秘系というか、なんかこう、電波拾っちゃう系の、あれなんで。
肉体関係が低い。
肉体は、まあ、でも、おとか5とかあるし。
頭でっかちおじさん。
頭で、でも3やで。百科事典とか。まあ、ステータスポイント振ってないからね、この四角の中で白くなってるのは、ポイント振ってった、スキルというか性格なんやけど、いや、手さばきとかは上限3なんやけど、3ポイントもう振ってからね。で、装備をおさらいすると、結構この、ガントレットみたいな、ガントレットか、フェアウェザー T500 っていうのが、傭兵のボディアーマー装備で、もともと死体がつけてたやつなんやけど、そのうち、まだこれも、プラスが2つ、マイナス1やから、まあまあ強い。で、これは、例えば、手袋で、こっちの、ただの園芸手袋がプラス1なんやけど、同じ手さばきで。ガントレってプラス2つくから、これは 相当強い。でこのファルン FALN の、スポーツウェアシリーズはなんていうのかな、まあまあ高性能かな。多分2つポイントアップして1つポイント下がるみたいな感じだったと思うけど、これファルンの頭やと、これ完全に都内で自転車乗ってるおじさんのね、まあ、都内じゃなくてもいいんやけど。で、これ何だっけな、革ジャケット小便なんたらかんたらやろう。でももう消えててもいいんだ。もう一つファック・ザ・ワールド、革ジャケットファック・ザ・ワールド、これはこの2着は不要から巻き上げました。別に暴力的な選択肢を選んでったわけじゃなくて、なんか会話を進めてったらなんか割とすんなりくれたね。これもファルン、これまあこれプラス12つやからマイナス1ないから優秀やね。あとはそうね、でこのなんか何やったっけな、ヘルムダルっていうのはなんかコナン・ザ・グレートみたいな冒険小説のなんかヒーローみたいなそういう存在らしくて、まあだからアメコミ T シャツみたいなもんってことだよね。まあ、アメコミ T シャツなのかヘビメタ T シャツなのか分からんけど、でケインはさ、でメガネはそんなに決め手に、これは百科事典プラス2か。今つけてるメガネが共感が上がって論理が下がる。メガネはまだそんなめっちゃプラスだけいいってやつがないかな。まあだから比較的これがプラス2とマイナス1やから、まあまだいい方ではあるんやけど、ちょっとホームレスおじ、でもこれをするとなんかってかね、このバーがでかすぎるのよね。なんかね、こっちがバージョン1なんやけど、このクバルスン KR プラス2万能バールっていうやつの方が高性能なんやけど、見た目めちゃめちゃでかい、なんかでかい超でかいガムみたいなの、板ガムみたいなのを歩いてるみたいな見た目になる。もしくは超大シャーペンの芯みたいな。かといってな、これずっと持っててもな、お酒持っててもな、酒持ってても、タバコやったらあれか、タバコってあんまりこうなんか持ってるよ。
そんなクソでかいもの持ち歩いてピックングされてもね。
ちょっとはな、夜やったらいいけど、昼間からあんまり手でもなんかちょっとな。これでほとんど持ってと遠目にはよくわかるっていう状態で、これ使うとする、あれか、押し込み使うのかな。
Now that you've acquired some stimulants, it's time for a little pick-me-up. Time to. This is so unprofessional of
こいつは本当に電気科学はとにかく薬やれ、酒やれっていう話ばっかりしてる。
There it is, a brave little army in your
タバコもやれみたいな。
昔さ、
はいはい。
多重人格探偵サイコってやったよね。
うん、だからそれをちょっと使ってるんやけどね。ちなみにうちの事務所のボス、多重人格探偵の実写版にしてます。共感4。共感1。ただ俺はあんまり、まあ、最初の方は多重人格探偵サイコ読んでたけど、なんか、ちゃんと最後まで読んでるわけじゃないから。
ルーシー・モノストーン。
ルーシー・モノストーン。共感やな。あげるとしたら。ちなみに、ワウワウなんかでその実写版多重人格探偵サイコってやっててんけど、監督が三池崇っていう、すごいこう、今考えると、めちゃめちゃ豪華というかね。共感プラス1。これやるとダイハードボイルドおじさんになるんやけど。この共感。この共感。だいぶ上がった。これ、ちょっと待って。多重人格探偵最後、グロいんやけど、女の人で、ファンっていう人多いみたいな。まだらを描いてた、多重さんの漫画やけど。多重人格しまっちゃうおじさんと多重人格探偵しまっちゃうおじさんとどっちにしようか迷ってんやけど、ちょっとこのいつものそうそう
結構好きだったんだよ。
ああ、だからうちそのそのまあ師匠というかボスの人は田島翔となんか割と飲み友達。
大塚英二の違う作品も読んだな。
大塚英二はね、大塚英二もうちの修行してたところにちょっと関係してる人なんやけど、まあそういうなんていうのかな、オタクサブカルのちょっとまあ関係してるっちゃしてるところに昔修行行ったね。だからなんか飲み友達だったね。ただ俺は別にその場に一緒に行ったとかそういうことは全然ないから、田島さんにも会ったことないんやけど。
なんだっけ、折口忍のやつとかも面白いよ。
口忍のやつってなんか漫画。
Man, I miss my family. They're all I have.
家族が恋しいんだ。
Second kid on the way.
ああ、トラックのうんちゃん呼んで故郷に家族を残してるのに。
The aura of the seven seas. It's on the other end of La Caillou, pretty much. What's it like? Good. And bad. What about?
Is that what it is? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by
銃が
a
恋
hunter,
しいっ
smelling of
てさ、
dead
おじさん
sorrow.
のなくした銃まだ見つかってないんやけどさ、いいんかな。
I feel, but thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. And I.
あ、でなんで人格探偵しまっちゃうおじさんにしたかっていうと、そのいっつもはこう、まあこの間やったら豪華客にしまっちゃうおじさんとか言ったらまあ、
輪ゴムと割り箸で銃を作ってやろ
ありがとう。言ったら豪華客船をしまっちゃうおじさんみたいな意味で、まあ毎回タイトル作ってるわけだけど、多重人格探偵しまっちゃうおじさんと、なんていうの、こう、と戦隊ものとか、機動戦士ガンダムみたいな、なんかそういうこう、おじさん 葉っぽくなるのがちょっと楽しいなと思って。
The smell of cigarettes and
で、
coffee.
何をしに行ったかというと、無線のトランシーバーを外す。
It takes a few moments,
超高性能トラン
but
シーバー。
eventually the transceiver nearly the same sound produced by the action on a good breech loader. You can't fail. It's about the size of a small box of. That's the mark of Estaz Electronica, one of the major manufacturers. The movie stars are still smiling from you closed.
とりあえずトランシーバーを持ってこいっていう話になったからトランシーバー探しに来たんやけど、あ、ちょっと待って、あ、いいや。で、この超限られたファーストトラベルいっぱい移動してるんやけど3箇所にしか移動できん。で、境界で、おじさんついに覚醒して、このなんかディスコミュージックがなんかグレードアップしたんで、ツイッターで作ってんけど、おじさんもなんかダンシングしてた。
Oh, the god of dance is back! I'm dancing with the god. Goodbye, officer.
いるかな。
A better deal! Yeah! Medium car!
こいつがなんか結構技術的に
What's on your mind?
詳しいらしくて、トランシー
So
バー
your
見つけた
cop
ぞ。
ways came through again. Impressive. Thought I felt a special sign coming off this one. I'll just have egg.
Rarely has there been a more.
Alright, Lawfarer. You ready to
作
do
戦開始まで
this?
は最後の最後までやめることでき中断もやり直しも一発勝
So
負
any
だ。
cop prep you
まあ、
gotta
サツと
do,
して必要な準備があり今のうちにやってい
we'll
け。
wait if we have to. How should I know?
At the very least,
しっかりして、
Personally, I'm gonna make sure. Don't sweat that. Egg found something down near the waterlock.
that maniac is obviously you.
ああ、沈んだクープリス
You're
40っていうのがおじさんがその人事不正に陥ってる時になんていうの、落下というか、その海に落としたっていうか、まあ落ちた
That
車です。
explains why it was covered in cop colour. All I have to do is run a cable from the engine up the Centaur.
ちょっとじゃあ先に片付けること片付けて
Nowhere else to go.
ハードコ
Like
ア
Egg said.
いや他に今のところやらなあかんこと、まあそれなりにいっぱいあるんやけど、でこの今のその何やったっけ、シーバーのクエストはこのなんか責任を引き受けろっていうこのサブクエストのまあ途中の項目やね。アーマーのパーツはまだ揃わんし、遊歩道ってどこ？海岸、これもな、このルビーっていうのがその真犯人じゃないかっていうことで今いろいろ証拠を追ってるんやけど、七不思の話終わらせるか。今のところ七不思はすぐ片付いて、今回はルビーをどうやって痕跡を追うかっていう話やね。やっぱメガネで細かいところまで見えるから、まあビジュアル的にも分かりやすいけど、右下の時間の隣にデイフって書いてあるの初めて分かった。 マップ。
Hello, dear. Thank you for doing that, dear.
Her smile is weary.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid... I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drug...
Her voice is shaky.
Morel will eventually, or will...
You've come so far. You can't leave those locusts there, waiting on the ghost read with no...
No, you don't have to do that. Enough of...
Be real. Gary is not going to help with this.
That really is too much, sweetie.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
いつもと様子が違うな。
How? I'm in doubt, sweetie. It's a strange feeling.
And when a police officer...
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story... Seeing the Insular Indian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. That I'm some queen of the cryptozoology. But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for
う
it.
わー、58% 通るかな。
What if I was just wrong? I think I was.
まあさっきオートセーブ入ったからいいか。
An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the... If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university. But if the dream comes to naught, I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before.
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
I've wasted enough of your time. What you have to know is the Insular Indian fast.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
A true believer.
Rising. Unfolding from...
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever and I need to get him home. Oh no, thank you, but I can get... Oh, sweetie.
No one can stop you from finding the phasmid.
Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road. Jamrock, but...
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
You too, sweetie. Thank you.
A waste of a dream. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine sputters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the front of the building, rattling dusty wind.
で、ここのやつは若いというか、なんて、お互い認め合ったみたいな感じなんで。またここの、その実行犯グループのリーダーが、さっきのルビーっていう女で、そういった、何だっけ、上の階の姉ちゃんと、中の傭兵を、から撃ち抜いたんじゃないかっていう話になってる。
Hi again, gendarme.
平成を上げるか。平成を上げると、 これあれかな、同性愛なんとかクラブってここで撮るんやったかな。平成を上げる、平成これで上げたな。平成を上げる、平成を上げる、ここまでやってエラー出たんやったかな。
センスが
Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium. Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You need to get so magged up. One stroke. Don't be so modest. Yes. If you want to
マグネシウム生命体。どういう条件でマグネシウム生命体で、これで 58% まで上がったから、これでクイックセーブして、多分そうやな、スクショあのはこいつと、これで同性愛者地下クラブの思考が解放される。君は同性愛者地下クラブの一員なのか？
The homosexual underground?
Homosexual underground?
Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to
君が在籍
investigate?
するその同性愛者地下クラブの話をもっと聞きたい。
Oh, it's a pleasure group. A subversive
Pleasure
pleasure
group.
group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night.
何のためにやっ
Sometimes
たの？
even
そこで
Friday.
何をす
Oh,
るの
we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Rebishul have to hold on to. But everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore. Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco. We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries, of course the mysteries are also of sexual nature, very esoteric. You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement, or forever excluded from it. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed.
そういったあなたの胴体に腕を
I
回
have to
す。
say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look. Do think about it, officer. Absolutely wonderful.
同性愛者地下クラブの思考獲得。
A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the...
Bye-bye, gendarme.
よし、おじさんの頭脳の中に同性愛者地下クラブに入るか入らんかっていう新たな思考が、別に解放はしたけど別につけるわけじゃないけど、結局8時間夜の中の謎の道がなんと光らない。お前も外にそうかもしれん。忘れているだけで。で、進められそうなの。遊歩道って島ってどこや？マップ。島まだいるもんね。まあ、マップっていうか、で言うと、左にある。島行きやもんな。漁村の海に着いたんだけど、まあ、これ、海岸を登っていったっていうのがね、4.6 ミリ弾を使う発砲から重火器。ちなみに、右のプロフィール スーパースターゲージ7も1、国内ゲージ7、つまらない共産主義生産、殺した人数3、殺した人数3、もともと3やったような気がするのね。ゲーム始まってから殺してるわけじゃない。あとはあれか、4.6 ミリ、10がを見つけたに近い。これ何？発見したと。
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It means there are firearms, front loaders. This is a good find. Really justified. Inside, a secret seems like an old weapons cache.
でもな、これでなんか銃になんか分かったわけでもない。で、どうしてた下が警察署に持ってったんで、
The bear's eyes are
何にも
still
入ってない
glowing.
ですね。特にないはずやから。シェイ。なんかな、安全みたいな古代文字みたいなのを書きました。から派遣されてきたおばあは、ね、手紙残して完全に上下してるおじさんや。いいかね。これよくわからんのがさ、このマップで横を押すことでファストトラベルできるはずだけど、今なんでファストトラベルできやんのかわからん。必要なのかな。テクテクか。
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. Your money disappears into the curtains on the display open. You leave the lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruin, it looks as if it was a bad. Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind. It's not possible to know from this distance. The details are blurry. There's water vapor in the way, and
あとなんかタンクをやってるじいちゃんたちがこの辺にいて、それがこの片割れなんやけど、片方の黒人の方のじいちゃんが死んじゃって。
Most Almighty, he's a total bummer now.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like... That's their old name, dating back to the time... There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinda. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents.
シンボル
It doesn't really matter.
フラワーみたいなやったよね。
Yes. What about René?
で来てる時はお互いボロクソやってたんやけど、片方死んじゃったからすごいな、しょぼくれちゃってるね。
It is what it is. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But...
Now that you've acquired some stimulants, this is...
You've passed.
あとはそうね。質屋で買うものがあるね。ちょっと今夜6時暗くなる前になんか探索しておきたいな。あ、夜になってもね、懐中電化とつけないくらでもできるんやけど、やっぱ見づらいからね。これおじさんの車です。ここもなんか何に使う建物かよくわからんねん。あと今おじさんがねぐらにしてるただ借りてる部屋は、おじさんの前はその逃亡してるルビーっていう女借りてた部屋らしくって、このくれてるんやけど、部屋の中から銃弾みたいなのが見つかった。
On the table, you see it.
ファベーラみたいだね。
ファベーラよりはまあそんなになんていうのかな、元気ないというか、まあもうちょっと静かな感じ、くれてる感じではあるんやけど。
Yes, let's see if there's other.
どっちかっていうと労働組合のやつらが荒くれ者が集まってるから、まあ、こいつら酔っ払いなんやけど大したことしてないし。
The legend! He's back! And firstly, I got smoke. Uncle.
これ寝てるし。
There's no...
Tequila sunset.
この人なんかめっちゃ話が長いんやけど、まあとはいえ物知りやからなんかいろいろ酒とかを渡す、教えてくる。子供のここにいる双子大したこと言わんねんけど、ここにいる女の子が
Hello, mister.
なんていうの、隠しみたいな ガントレット持ってっていうか拾ってそのままなんかおもちゃみたいにしてたっていうのをおじさんにちょっと売ってくれないかっていうのでガントレット手に入れましたね。このジャケット何やこれ、ダイナミックウィンドブレーカーサーフ、すごい色とすごいこの腕のところのデザイン。でこの今の女の子とかのと双子の、3人のお母ちゃんこの人で、ちょっとおじさんとちょっといい雰囲気になったんやけど、ただ暗示を上げてみるか。今 3% やろ。極めて難しい。暗示プラス1。マイナスか。プラスアイテムがほとんど8% やし、暗示に仮にもっと大量にポイント取ったとしても、思考で3かかってんのか。無理やり5ポイント振ってもいいんやけど、とりあえずこのゲーム映画をしながらで RTA in Japan をつけながらやけど、これを切ってノイズが出そうなのないかな。ここはさっきのディスコになってる境界で L1 ボタンを押してるとこの緑の枠線みたいなのが出るから、調べられるところがはっきりするんやけど、それを今ずーっと押しながら走ってるんやけど、ほとんど見たもんばっかりしな。移動中はね時間が経たへんから会話を進めていくと時間は経つんやけど、その点は気楽ではあるんだが、これその七節の罠とかやから別に調べても意味ないし。
Just dead. Poor thing.
てかもう七節のクエスト終わったからな。どこが通れるかかな。相変わらずちょっと分かりにくいのよね。アーティスティックではあるんやけど機能的なマップではないからな。もうなんかあれを進めちまうか。なんかトランシーバーを使うクエスト。 れも罠。まあ見てもしょうがないしと思うけど。
The trap is poor thing.
から多分そういや、このなんか昔死刑が行われた場所らしいんやけど、これを調べ
A
て
row
も
of ghostly shades facing a
大した
corridor
ことわからんよ。
with another 7 shades standing 10 meters from them. A single person, a host of they stand ordinary. Collateral death, maybe you should change it. 7 men of, in all truth,
変わら
violent,
ん
the
な。
commandant.
別に新しい選択肢とかが出る
Codes
とかじゃない
behind this.
で、ここにロスさんが何やったかな、なんか役人みたいなんやけど、と同時に同性愛地下クラブの
Always my pleasure to be of assistance to the RCA. Godspeed, and if we don't meet again, bonne chance.
なんか何やったっけ、兄ちゃんの恋人らしいっていう。
Always my pleasure to be of assistance.
There's no way the perp isn't here, officer. Look how scarred. Not this time. The opposition is and dangerous. Dangerous too. Not this time.
中に入る。
The opposition is insurmountable and dangerous.
上行けやんな、なんでか知らんけど。あとはな、マフィアじゃねえや、ボスのところ行ってみるか。組合のファストトラベルできやんし、このメジャーヘッドじゃねえや、キスが減られた掲示板って何？眠ってる公安労働者、こんなやついたっけ？ああ、序盤で寝てて、多分もはや伝説とか神がかりとか多分極めて難しいでも 8% とかやったから、メジャーヘッド手強いぐらいやったらなんとかなのか知らんけど、ほとんど難しいのばっかりやから。こっちか。あとなあ、なんか銃に詳しいやつとかいたかな。特に質屋行ってもやることないと思うんだけど。これはあれか、
Typical Martinez street light
バイト
sits among
700
assorted
買える
floor
わけ
and
ない。
table lamps.
てかなんで街灯売ってんねんって。
All the old
古い味活性。これはなんか人形やったかな。
you see rows of toy soldiers big men on...
A classic set.
They're not all blue. These figurines also...
Which ones?
This set of soldiers...
You're probably... I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. I don't like either. Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Someone else?
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before.
Maybe. Shady looking. They went their
ル
way.
ビーかな。
Then it
いや
might be true.
エリザベスか。
Everard's people as oleaginous as Everard seem...
Sure, man. こいつから買えるものは一通り買ったはずなんやけど。
Everything's still cool here,
あ、習字学。ああ、でも金セビってもな。ここになんかテープが巻きついててんけど、なんでまだ調べられる？
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de...
木を殴る。
The hawthorn tree is this... The pain. It is nothing. Revel in it. Yes, your pain... The gnarled hawthorn tree.
おじさんちなみに何やったっけ？スキルじゃないや。反物質特殊部隊っていうスキルを持ってるんで、物体を攻撃すると前はダメージ食らってたんやけど、なぜかダメージが回復する体になってます。
The dented yellow mailbox.
これじゃこれ蹴っても回復するってこと？
There is a hollow
回復するな。まあ満タンやからあんま関係ない。
toe has suffered damage.
わ、回復してから減った。何だっけ。地図がどうのこうのってここじゃなかったっけ。
Several maps. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map. This large map, Ozon, disintegrate in the northeast, radiating outwards from you. You can, on Caillou, lost 800 of the ocean breaks connections that you have little idea. Perhaps they are gone.
I'm sorry, they're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents. Yes, yes. Are you interested or not?
The north coast to the east. Hudon. It's so... No. No. This is somewhere to...
地図が貼られた掲示板。じゃない。
Well, hello. Oh no, lights reflect. Wow. I don't know about this. Fine. Yes, it's not all.
You've passed up your
金を持つたびに海面がささやきかけてくる。こっちかな。
Your flashlight, some of the writing has faded with age, but you can. These light translucent. This looks like you should adopt one of the Welkins, towering. It's Vara, the hull door. Your eyes glide over the photo entire. You see a pinned postcard reads, "This is Minimi," stands for a. Your eyes glide over the handwriting outside. The cold wind. The whole thing resembles K-Dram, history classes, students with their radio frequency, unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system. You think so? They must have had massive air width. These things don't come cheap. Whoever decides all of this, there's nothing. It's
アイス作りの姉ちゃん。結局まだダイス買ったけど。
Are you looking for a die?
バーベルも持ち歩けたけど別に。
The barbell waits. No, it's just a memory from another.
本とかまあお金多少余ってるからバンバン買ってってもいいんやけど。これは健康法みたいな話。これがスペイヘイムだ。バーバリアン。冒険小説のシリーズですよ。不道徳で暴力的な本です。今一冊持ってるな。これまた別の巻やけど。じゃあボスちなみにさっき木を蹴って回復したらけどもう一回木蹴ったら回復する。木を殴る。
The hawthorn tree, the pain, it is nothing. Revel in it. Good.
記憶を減少。回復せんわ。ゴミ回収ボックス入れとくか。
The tear machine. Your bottles clunk.
0.5。こいつとなんか話しちゃった。
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
こ もなんか調べるところあったな。石力資料。あ、これは開けられそう。一応セーブして。
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and whatever's hidden here is hidden well. It appears to be a to-do list written, remember Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and that doesn't look too incriminating, but still feels like a find. Remember, Leo, all items on the list have hundreds of documents and the same materials being handed over. You already went through all of the drawers.
外にいるやつやったっけ？なんかすごいおしゃべりな門番みたいなやつがいるんだけど。
This is, generally speaking, it would be dishonorable to take it.
ああ、ルネあるの、ルネ死んじゃったんよ。そのじいさんの片割れなんやけど。で、ここで働いてたらしいんやけど。カラビニエルのジャケット、カラビニエルのパンツ。カラビニエル装備を見て。カラビニエルのパンツ、プラス1反応速度。軍服っつってたけど、なんか、これか、カラビニエルのジャケット、高慢なナショナリスト。なんか、ちょっと、高慢なナショナリストはいらんやろ。プラス1プラス1、とりあえずこれでいいか。まあルネの形見ってことでね。これなあ。
A rusting control panel with several knobs. The words Marsh.
このコンテナの中にもう一人の傭兵がいるんじゃないかっていう疑惑が持ち上がってるんやけど。
The container door appears unmoved by your attempt at flattery. The door does not respond to your advances.
扉を説得して道を開けてもらう。習字学。習字学。習字学。習字学プラス1。習字がマイナス。
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
5で 17% でしょ。多分なんか他の条件が進めばもっとこうプラス1とかがつくと思うんやけど。 こいつレオか？レオやな。これさっきのメモはこいつのやつやな。あんた垂れ幕を追加ってメモに書いてたあのレオか。虫かなんだって。
Oh yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since this. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done. Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. Oh, the whirling's cook.
ああ、コック喋り合うのよね。マニャーナって誰やったっけ？あの人はアッシュラの言葉が喋れないんです。グラードから来たとかで。この物質はどうも何かがおかしい。俺のことで調べさせてもらう。特別なボルシチ。
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
たらボスがいるんやけど、僕ボルシチの話、ちょっと近そうで遠いけど、こっちじゃなくこうか、こっちは降りれやんかな。この辺が降りれると早いんやけど、普通のアドベンチャーゲームやったらあっち行ってこっち行ってみたいなのがそのテキストアドベンチャーっていうの、昔のファミコンとかの探偵ものみたいな、なんかこう移動して同じこと聞くのクソめんどくさいなって感じねんけど、まだディスコエリジウムの方がなんか自由にやってる感じがあるよね。やってることに対して変わらんねんけど。このコック。君はマニャーナの人が言っていた事実か。そこで作ってる何が入ってるんだ。上層倍の言葉は通じないんだ。
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with
バルシチもっと
vodka?
もっとか入れる?
Of course, vodka. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea. Honestly, the place is a powder keg.
危険な考えだと思うか、ちょっととりあえず
The cook gives you a long inspect.
保留にしてセーブして元帰りのボルシチってどうなん？
The man are pretty sure he doesn't know you. Of course, turning it up seems like he smiles.
特別のボルシチボトルの半量のコックを鍋に注ぐ。ご覧ぜ、そのボルシチを一杯もらえないか。本日に入れあなたに手渡す。これあれかな、誰かを酔いつぶすとかそういうのに使えるってことかな。
Hey, was there something you needed? Another thing. Great. Yes.
関係ないながあるってよ。 ここでカラオケ歌ったんですけど、もうなんか使えやんくなってる。刑事、覆面刑事っぽいやつは
Again? I can't believe this shit. I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. Okay.
Jean.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time. Well, where have you looked for her? West of here? Tough luck. I don't know. Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Okay.
It's a mere second, but if...
Yes? What is it?
The Copper-nado is bad.
こいついちいち前出てきて腕組みするのがちょっとかったるいね。
Yeah.
そう。
What? She's not far.
Good fucking...
Yeah.
She's not...
She's not, Glenn. A little. More precisely, on the
専門の
coast.
先だ。
Who's doing this looking? They're all here. Sure, it was someone else. It appears we have a ninth Hardy boy.
Sure, I hear they have a boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man. A little. More precise.
Who's doing this?
Lizzie needed some air. You're a smart call, but you're a stupid person.
誰もイブラート、まあボスやね。マフィアのボスに報告しに行ったりはしない。
It's called a radio, you believe. The
でも
gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
そうなんや。
The what?
She said
what?
We were talking about radio equipment.
This guy...
There you have it. Pale something. And
道具、アルコイン、その物質、本便、度数が高い。
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
でもなんか関係ないな。あとこいつメジャーヘッド。
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping...
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race, of course, above all. Rampant multinational finance still... Of course it does. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. The South, we are... I am a this... No. I have heard about it on the radio. I'm from... You have heard enough about our film. I am...
You pick up on something artificial in his tone.
The hardy man... Now leave me be. I must...
Yes, it was probably not.
I am not like them. I am craniomet. Your silence betrayed. There is nothing funky about them. There are 3 categories. Those are a receding genetic pool has led them out on the Vespertines. The other large overproduction of as proven by the mound and the mask. Occidental, the Areopa, the latter.
Nature was not capable. The Koikos of ground. You got
to an untrained pinkness is a racial quality. The Koiko, the count.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
They are microscopic. Its leaders will the Vasholians halfway.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Gra, in Zaraz, eating potato. The revolution is fatal, familial insomnia. I read it enough of Tibet. Tips, the F are amused. It would be cruel. I cannot possibly imagine.
こいつをなんか殴って通るみたいなのがなくなったな。じゃあボスのとこ行こうか。
Hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long plea, just like we talked. Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know.
じゃあ一応セーブ。釣り竿じゃないよな、これは。どういうこと？
Mr. Dubois, every worker?
すべての労働者は
？That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
1番、2番、3番、5番が増えた選択肢か。
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit.
Actually, Revachol doesn't. He refuses to discuss, not even a speck of anger in his voice.
ネズミの件だが。
You fucked up. You waited too long. The weasel came. Everett forgives, Harry. Don't cry, my boy. It's gonna be all right. I'm still gonna tell you about the murder. That's just... Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening. By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes. A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, unite.
He performs a...
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa. You name it, they've done it. Raping, everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village. Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with... But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, one of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. Harry, what you need to realize is, we got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill. There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of...
That sounds a bit...
They're like you. Idealistic people who want to make...
Again, that sounds like...
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss," he probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Uncertainty belies his boasting. So he doesn't want to counter with a narrative that exonerates the Union. But why?
So they shot him. How odd. I don't know what to say, Harry. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a...
It's impossible to say.
What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my favorite policeman, Harry. How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the... These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company, after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an armed... You said it, Harry. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
これ、ラートに。
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position. Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting out.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal?
He wants you to do more things for him before.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it will probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist.
Wait, the girl by the whirly. Don't give him the pleasure.
I did that, didn't I? She thinks of herself as a guerrilla fighter. These middle-class kids and the books they read are crazy, Harry. I think she would rather be an insurgent. Oh, they are simply fine young men. All 7 of them. Exemplary. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Harry, they're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Revachol. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are.
He's betting on them being useless to you.
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've
You can now go and tell Titus about it.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real. Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
なんていうのかな、正義度みたいなのが下がるからな、ワイル。
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also want... Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left.
A man of the left. He's been hurt too much in the past. By men who aren't social democrats.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta. I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry. Yes, yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast, where all the men have drowned in either the sea. They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to...
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life. We're going to build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play.
He means it.
どうしよう。ちょっとお待ちください。まあ引き受けるだけ引き受けて進めやんっていう手もあるんやけど。
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to... You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I heard there was some trouble with the water lock, but it should be fixed now. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun.
嘘もつけるんや。
Funny. That doesn't ring any bells, Harry. Oh, that a Sal. Yes, I do seem to remember sending a pretty young thing down there to liven up the place. Get some anodic music. Amphetamine lab? That sounds very... But what do I know about kids these days? The music they listen to? The random kids? That there is the daughter of Miko the kebab. A man who once killed a guy. I think a daughter of a man who killed a man with a kebab. Maybe it was Bogovir. Or Yakub. I think it might have been Conrad. A nightclub. Harry, I'm an old-fashioned guy. After work, I like to listen to... But here I am, talking about myself, when you have much more important things going on. Tell me, Harry, how can I help you? Most certainly, Harry. Nothing bright... By all means, Harry. What's on your mind? See you
一回
soon.
出てクイックセーブして
Mr. Dubois, every word. I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew, stronger, stopped it, strike.
で2人の署名なんか物件引き渡せみたいな署名なんじゃないかな。レーシング習字学いろいろチームがおらんうちにやってしまっていいもんかっていうのがあるんだよ。なんかどこ難易度はそうか。
To work!
あんなさそうやな。
A lorry stuck in the traffic. The windows are clear. They've been reset. The driver has a door. The back end of a book with ragged edge.
このばあちゃんもな、大して関係なさそうなんよね。疑いが晴れてるし。
What do you mean? Yes? What about it? Oh, the Monosov's Lounge.
A terrible...
The Transcadula Magistral. You for 1A. Irma or... I or...
後ろ通れやんのかな。
Looking for something?
で、操作終了できるのは9時以降やから、9時まで時間潰すか。本とか読んでたら時間潰れるんやけど。
The tracks are as they have ever been.
これおじさんがぶっ壊した。
Fortunately, the street sweeper still hasn't noticed that. Yes, and ended up, maybe, probably, an ominous warning.
食うのも別にもう特にないと思うよね。
Kuno saw you wield that can. Sweet graffito
いや、
action
ちょっ
pig.
と進むか
Kuno
な。
likes that delinquent shit. Fuck no, art shit. It's not art, it's fucking brutal. Nothing pussy about it. The fuck out of here. Even the pigs. Look, bitches, Kuno's gonna wrap it up for you. Talk business or fuck off. Enough about this
クー
art
ノの
shit.
親父の話なくなったな。
Kuno,
クーノの親父。
fuck does Kuno care? Yeah, the kingdom of... Yeah, whatever. The fuck do you want with it? Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Yeah? What? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come into... Kuno doesn't...
I'll die before I squeal, pig. You don't...
You can still... The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. No. A box falls into pieces. Not much to see here. There's nothing more of interest. The container sounds a muffled gong.
.合流してからにするか。今のうちにやれそうなこと。
Oh, sorry, officer. Officer.
The speakers below are banged up and these one...
No, these officers...
Samaran trash. These one...
No, don't look at... So you did! Now put them on and look at them, officer. Shine on these. These are all first-rate sunglasses.
なんかシーレングとの話進まんな。
Haven't you heard, officer? Look around. Is this really the economy we want to?
あれか、金渡すっていう話か。
Too bad, officer. Haven't you heard, officer? Look around. Is this really the economy? And what? Oh. Look, haven't you heard, officer? Look around. Is this really the economy we want to live? And what? Oh. Look, haven't you heard of? Look around. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children? That's good, officer. Haven't you? Look, is this really the economy? I can't go extinct of it. Haven't you heard of it? Look around. Is this really the... That's the spirit?
じゃあ、時間経過。働くとで。
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the book. It takes about half an hour to piece one together.
一つの事件簿を完成させるのに30分かかる。
Which one do you want? It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound. That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the end. Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry. One day you may still catch the man with the square gun. Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it. Insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it is. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up. No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch ass.
Hookah parlor 殺人事件。
Tum at the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead, of circumstances completely unconnected to murder at the hookah. Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner J.M., only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve. Was doing it solo. Said it was a real... Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his... No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor, too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he'd been on it for months now. Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day. Yeah, really lame. So anyway, young man in his 20s, found with his skull busted open. No one enters, no one exits. He's just sucking on his Waterman hookah all morning, all noon, like he used. Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin, movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply. And you... Yeah, he liked his hookah. Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was... Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers. Thin, see-through copier paper. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. An alum... A bunch of sodden papers sag from the acidic stench of rotting... Without resistance or sound, the two panels move. You stare at the card. Two octopuses are... It's slightly, ever so
まあ休める時間になったから。
Well, hello. Some... Oh, lights Wow, I don't know about this. Fine. Not all.
You've passed up.
帰るというかね、どこに行くか。
It's getting late, and it's raining. The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. The place feels almost like home now, quiet and dignified around you.
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable indent in the pit.
This respite. You've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. Let it no. This is the one
最後から一つ前の夢。
We'll just keep silent.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
You're welcome, Harry boy.
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings.
ていうかアラームかけてるんやおじさん。てか椅子で目覚めやんと。でセーブもう1回目かな。
Well, hello. Some... Oh no, you like...
ずっと叫ぶの話。
I don't know about this. Fine. Not all...
You've passed up.
キも帰ってきてる？来てるわ。キも久しぶり。
Yes. What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? Do you want... 3 days ago, the RCM emergency is dead. During that time, the victim had been... Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted? Good. What about me?
革命軍航空旅団のジャケット。
What? This? It's just seasonal clothes. Where is this going? Interesting.
It's no mere brain.
Okay, art club. I do not harbor a sentiment for revolution. Okay, I wanted to become an aerostatic pilot. Then I turned 10 and realized we no longer have an air force. Absolutely.
The revolutionary must have added a little.
I've noticed. And okay, the revolution employed a more forward-looking H-rotor design. Their blades were folded. I see this from a purely
It is not from a purely tactical standpoint. We are not ruling out that the lieutenant.
Good. Good. Let's change the subject.
やっぱりなんか酒とか薬持ってるといちいちうるさいから、チェーンカッターでいいか。となるとな、ビニール袋になるのね。教会。あーちゃんに接触するぞ。
Much love to my hardcore antenna brothers.
Good luck, guys.
Try to squeeze in a promo spot while you're on air. We've got to start putting the work
Back across the water now. At least we are getting our...
You can grab that amplifier, officer, and you start spooling up those cables. Maybe we can get it all in one go.
ケーブル長っ。
Just plug that in there, would you?
It's done.
Yeah, as ready as we're gonna be. Grab one of these can sets. No idea what we're gonna hear when I turn this thing on. So be prepared. But honestly, that might be for the best. Don't know how much juice we've got, so we good. We're live in 2, 1.
A soft rustling between your ears. Every light switch, every motor carriage, every doorbell.
Hey, no man, we're waiting on you.
You're all alone out there. The lieutenant looks up. He is nervous, looking at him now, with both. Then he turns to you.
Give it another go.
Nein, Liebling. Unseren Jungen nach Redeposten. Marianne hat mir erzählt, dass Oscar nicht mehr derselbe ist, seit er auf einem Luftschiff aus Graz zurückgekommen ist. Natürlich.
You can't make out a word of this gibberish.
Liebling, bitte. Er ist unser einziges Kind. Er kann doch auch nicht...
Me neither. Just keep trying. Again.
A slight frisson at the point where your neck meets your spine.
I didn't say anything.
Someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
An uncomfortable silence.
It's been a long winter. Long and cold.
I promise you I didn't.
Sounds like your partner's being haunted by his past self. Maybe...
It's just a little bit of pale
Outwardly, the loop pale.
Natürlich halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal.
You just have to embrace this.
But someone has been maintaining it.
Dubois, please acknowledge. Liebling, bitte. Ist unser einziges Kind. Where's she back?
The signals are getting increasingly mixed. Plucking.
This isn't looking good. The radio don't know. If we can't get around the interference... Says here, main step, volume to the max. My guess, you climb up the centaur, man.
This is
Someone has been maintaining.
Something about this setup. Images of your body smashed against the pavement flood your mind. This is dangerous.
It's gotta be you. I'm...
Your gloves give you a solid grip. You don't exactly cut a lithesome figure, but after several moments of scrambling, you manage to hoist yourself atop the monument.
おじさん大丈夫か？スクショ撮るか。
That performance was frankly an embarrassment.
You're doing all right, detective.
The connection itself is nothing. Truth be told, you have no idea what you...
Well, what's it? Hang on. I'm looking at Egg's checklist. He says, if all fails, bend down. He says here, muscle. Good question. Maybe. Since you're...
The speed freak is right. The responsibility is yours and yours alone. There's no turning back.
わあ。手さばき。今セーブできる？できやんか。42% は低いぞ。
You are not intentional. This faithful steed, a clip across the river, a few of the idle lorry drive. She yells a single word.
うわあ、まああかんかったらリセットしよう。どうなんの？これをこれで話進むんやろうか。
You allow the broken hump.
Nein, Liebling.
Huh? Sounds like that was a false move. Signal's even worse now. The thing is...
He's right.
I'm gonna turn all the...
A maelstrom of sound.
Nicht mehr das...
It's too much. Your eardrums.
A long winter.
And then...
Try it now.
This is Worship Arthur. We are...
This is as good as it's gonna get.
でもダメージ食らったけど話は進んでるな。
This is it. And by that, we mean there is so much you wish you could ask.
Please,
Please be advised that you are speaking on a public frequency. What is your request?
責任委員会と連絡が取りたいんだ。
Acknowledge. To reach the committee, all you need to do, if the liaison accepts your request, you will be invited to address the committee at their next quarterly public hearing. We believe the next hearing is scheduled for July. Not a problem. They typically respond, "We're afraid. We cannot transfer you to the..."
Then, why are you wasting time with her? You should demand to speak with who's really in charge.
You know that it's simply not...
You're getting tangled by the big bang.
下がった。
Time to try something else.
彼女の経験を疑問視した。
What part of?
We will hear your request, Lieutenant Dubois.
That's only because they haven't heard about your problems yet.
どういうこと？
So, your experience...
Good God, here we go.
We're afraid we don't understand at all. What does this something have to do? Unfortunately, we cannot accept your request. Now, please excuse us.
Quick, hang up on her first.
お前が先に切るんだ。なんで？あ、そういうことか。
There, you showed her the lieutenant guild.
I think it's best for you to climb off the statue now, detective. Your real work is down here.
The sun, you look around. The strike. You could stay a while out or further out.
Everything all right, detective? Listen, but you did accomplish your task. Now come on.
That time. You grab...
What's one more trip across the water?
ちょっとリセットして、教官と手さばきやったよな。教官と手さばきがなるべく高い装備。教官。手さばきでもこれこっちの方が強いもんな。教官プラス3。でキムとなんか話したよな。
What about me? That's good.
You feel it.
I guess you don't need glasses then. What? Where is this going? Interesting.
It's no mere brain.
Okay, art cup. I do not harbor. Okay, I wanted to become an artist. Absolute.
The revolutionary must have added it.
I've no. I see this.
It is not from a...
Good. Good. Let's chant.
一応オートセーブじゃなくクイックセーブして教官と手さばきはマックスやな。教官8。1個振っちまうか。
Good luck, guys.
Try to squeeze it.
Like across the water.
You can grab that amplifier, officer, and you start spooling up those cables. Maybe we can get it all in one go. Just plug that in there, would ya?
It's done.
Yeah, as ready as we're gonna be. Grab one of these can sets. No idea what we're gonna hear when I turn this thing on. So be prepared for anything. Honestly, don't know how much juice we've got. No time.
A soft rustling. Every light switch.
Hey, new man, we're waiting on ya. That's up to you. I don't know you.
You're all the lieutenant. He is looking at them.
Give it another.
You can't make out a word of this gibberish.
Liebling, bitte. Er ist unser einziges Kind. Er kann doch auch nächstes Jahr zur
これ
Akademie.
はキムの過去の話かな。
Keep trying. Again.
It's gone now.
A slight frisson at the point where your neck.
I didn't say anything.
Someone had...
And uncomfortable.
It's been a long winter. Long cold.
I promise you I didn't.
Sounds like your partner's being haunted by...
It's just a little
pale.
Natürlich halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal.
You just have...
But someone...
Liebling,
The signal.
This isn't... Don't know. Says here, don't know. My guess...
This is
Someone has...
something. Images of your body smashed against the pavement. Flood your...
ごめん、接続がなんか勝手に切れた。
Your gloves give you. You don't exactly cut a live figure, but after several moments of scrambling, you manage to hoist yourself atop the monument.
The controller ずっとケーブルに刺さってるんやけどな。
That performance was frankly, and
You're doing all right, detective. Just keep your focus on the task at hand.
てかみっともなかったなで気力ポイント下がるっておじさんちょっと繊細すぎやろ。
The connection itself is not truth be told.
Well, what? Hang on. I'm looking at Egg's checklist. It says here, must... Since you're...
The speed freak is right. The responsibility is yours and yours alone. You are not intentionally. It's a matter of perspective. This faithful steed is it nearly as the sky through the scrim. You can just make out the shadow of coalition. A few. She yells a single word you can't make out, and then shuts the window with a violent thunk.
でも多分これはこれで話進むけどな。いやー、それよりこの後のチェックの方がなんか暴行。まあ元から壊れてたししょうがないね。
He's right. A maelstrom of sound. It's too much. Your eardrum. And then...
Try it now.
This is...
There is so much.
Please be advised that you are speaking on a public frequency. What is your request? Acknowledge. If the liaison accepts your request, you will be invited to address the committee at their next quarterly...
This isn't about you. Not really. Now, take a deep breath. Look upward.
What? How do you know this? Lieutenant Dubois, this is...
There's papers rustling. There. You've wedged your foot in the door. You have the facts. Just lay them out beneath the cold light of reason.
Please continue. We're listening. Was there anything else?
You're not only speaking for yourself. He means to tell you. You're speaking.
これからお前が言うことは同胞たちにも影響する。
What you say now will reflect on all.
We are listening. What did...
Oh dear. Don't listen to them. Everyone...
Come again, Lieutenant Dubois. You're saying the victim was killed by communists. Was this a politically motivated homicide?
だんだん俺も話がよくわからなくなってきたぞ。共産主義に殺された。
We're afraid we're not following. Did you speak with the... We see. Lieutenant, we must be firm, because what you're saying suggests that you are experiencing an acute...
No. She's got it all.
We will pass along a summary of your report, minus any speculative... That's correct. But we must say that... Now, the first signaler has informed us that we must update the receiving frequency. 2...
And the lieutenant give...
I think it's best for you to climb off the statue.
タスク完了。責任を引き受けろ。
There's a... You look around. There's...
That time. You read that out.
とりあえずクエスト完了。
What's one more trip across the waterlock?
Well, man, we've repaid the favour. I guess.
Yeah! We are cops now! Easy, Ed. We're still hardcore music venue organisers, first and foremost, but maybe...
Sure. I'll put this tech away later. Think there's an extra can set, in case you want...
今回
Yo, man.
あそこの現場か。これか、専門家仕様のハイトセット。 内陸帝国心の声プラス2、反応速度が下がる。おお、なんか変な格好やけどなんか見たことあるな。80年代のなんかミュージックビデオかなんかで。でも内陸帝国って心の声を聞く感じやからあんまり操作に。そういや、カニオクとこはどこに行ったんや。
The swallow, you mean? What about it? Great. Thanks.
Hardcore.
こいつのことをボスに言うべきか言うべきじゃなかったかどっちかな。これがよくわからんのよね。趣味の悪いネクタイ。悪いネクタイをつけてこの喋りかけてくるやつが趣味の悪いネクタイでこれ持ち物じゃないもんな。竜の青いスピリット。封筒から法律文書を取り出す。中身は12から40ヶ月の建設期間に関する文書と地域地化計画の付録。見たところ、今建っている家々の合間にある通りや広場のほとんど全部とまではいかないが、覆ってしまう規模で3階建てだ。
This is either an ominous, my money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pyrite.
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the.
How else are you going to build something? It's
売却も賃貸もしないようだ。
And citizens inevitably have disagreements over such constraints.
ちょっとクイックセーブして。
Take the legal documents out of the envelope. There doesn't seem to be any.
バカ。1の1って絶対失敗するやつ。今度は5の6が穴なのだよ。
I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead.
イブラートの部下に見張られているかもしれない。
Their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
どういうこと？偽装開始。リストにある人物ではない他の誰かにサインしてもらうって手がある。とりあえず放流。ドライフラワーインタークト。
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells.
This flower is a spring flower, but...
The revolutionaries. So it's about girls and boys. Yes, but not these early. Not to my knowledge. Maybe. Maybe not.
The petals fill. Water flows under the channel bridge. Inland, the wrinkled fingers of an old man. Rene, that old man in...
ルネ死んじゃった。 いやルネンに見せたなスズラン確か。
A police badge on which you see the foot. It's just a racist mug. It's just a racist mug. The worn map features the patchwork grid of the your finger moves. Finally.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map tab.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag.
Okay, and? An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles. Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibit. Some new RCN recruits get impatient with their
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms. But back to the investigation. Mysterious. Okay. Either way, we'll know when we find the gun. Okay. And? An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles. I have to hand it to the some new art
prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front.
Imagine if. But back to the invest. Let's find out. Next step: finding the gun itself.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish. It's quite.
What can you say about the bullet so far? A jacketed bullet. Okay.
Highly unusual.
Even the RCM uses ordinary and jacketed conical bullets.
Something tells you that won't be any time soon. The jacket of the bullet. It's quite.
What can you say about the bullet?
Yes. It's as if you've seen bullets.
A jacketed bullet. Okay.
Highly unusual.
Even the RCM uses ordinary and
something tells you that won't be any time soon. The squash you wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle.
What? Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the web. If we find who owns it, we will have like. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
The porterial is just you push. Come.
The harbor.
He's right.
When this shit is done, gonna run a room. I'll fucking do.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête.
I think we've got a few more questions for
Large letters on the front form a title. You pry open the box. In a reprint of a crude, it doesn't seem to a quick guide to the margin. The options are in order. The Welkin. Tall. The Welkin come with a grand race of the Dwell also come in a few different humans. What else is there? A very small race of flying people. The least popular of the Wirral. It's made from some sort of wood and has been. You don't know much about dice, but this one, you place the die into your pocket. It's always good to have. You see a man in.
Huh, interesting. A communal. One of the leftist revolutionaries in the end. The figurine is not a part of the real game setting. I guess someone misplaced it. I have a feeling the figurines are more there to set the scene.
You pick the figurine up by the base to meet your gaze. The little plastic, a colorful box with a touch.
うわー、眠くなってきた。
Why? That does seem to be a problem. The mother of humanism.
とあとやれそうなことっていうと、この2人の署名の話になるよね。狙撃地点の特定もできないし、海岸を登っていった。電話もかけれやんしな。人生はゴミですな。ハンプティ・ダンプティ・ドムセンターについて喋ってる親子連れはなんかこれもパスポートが入ってるらしいんやけど払わない。
We still got here too late. There's...
The boy is not tied to anything. The number 11.
Simple construction. Very unsafe.
There's something in there. It smells like you would... A shop.
Well, damn. I have no idea. Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope. Could be. We should keep an eye out.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you...
I have no idea. I wouldn't go so far as to say that. That may very well be the case.
You could ask the miss what she...
I have no... Or could be.
You could ask the miss.
Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope. Might have been classier.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you...
偽造するか。
Isn't this a fine morning? No.
So you...
No,
There's something... He's telling the truth.
Sure. What's on your mind? But of course. What else?
金を持ってないかの話を選ぶべきかな。ちなみに今日が仕事納めやったんで、明日はやろうと思ったら昼間からできるんやけど、なんかちょっと眠気とこう区切りがいいところまで行きたい感じと、 なんかちょっとダラダラこうしてるのと組み合わさってなんかこう締まりに欠けるな。署名させたらまずそうやしな。この辺でセーブして自分家で偽造したらバレづらいとかそういうことある？ここやったらできる。偽造開始。
With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you... Indeed, they look distinctly different, but they're not. And the document will be nullified if they dispute it. All you need to do now is... There was a mail delivery box in the plaza, near the corner of the bookstore. The youth center...
一応喋ってみる？
Our tenant, the policeman.
リリエンス、この人やんな。
Either sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
郵便今もなんか知らんけどファストトラベルできんやん。相変わらずここはよくわからんね。同じところばっかりうろうろしてるから集合住宅とか最近行ってないところに行ってみた方がいいかな。郵便箱。
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its...
Other than kicking?
You drop the white envelope.
白い封筒をシュー
It lands with a soft thud. About a week's worth of mail. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust it.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
通信でちょっと試してみたいのが
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
銃が見つかったんだっていうのもおかしいよね。
10-4, sir. 10-4. Orders as your orders. Anything else? Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
This is Precinct 57.
シルビーなんか言う？
Sylvie? Yes. Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? Please. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was... Great. Any...
You hear the cord breaking up on the other end of the radio, and then the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
シルビーとアリス、なんかこの世界のアートの基準でいうとだいぶ美人に描かれてるな。
10-4, come in, officer. Roger that. 10-10.
Now it's turning into a kind of a
ビブラートの前に屋上の姉ちゃんなんか変わったこと言うかな。あ、なんだっけ、ハーディと話がついてるか。いや、なんでもなんか関係なさそうやな。ああ。
Two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman having sex, a ray of backward motion.
I was just thinking, what a
あん
nice
たの言
day
って
for
た V を見つけた
questions
空っぽだったぞ。
pertaining to a murder Oh,
Did you take the doc?
no, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me.
She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuinely spooked by their disappearance.
Yes, I am. It was probably just an accident. I was worried I'd been too careless.
The words, washed away, sound distant and strange suddenly. She looks chipped white.
Pretty. Looks like a dried Maybell. All right. I like it sudden.
こっち行ってもピンボールの修理場。ん？壁に小さな穴が開いてる。
You can almost see the
こうい
shape
うからクラッシュの進出が見えるんじゃ
You
な
can
いか。
barely see through. Better not to. The footprints on the floor, however.
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. You clearly see footprints in the
Jackpot. These, and like everything else here.
large prints, most likely made by boots. Everything around you is quiet. The machine. You see a heavy steel door with a prompt.
There must be a key somewhere.
The old kobold, the door does not by.
じゃあイブラートのところ行くか。違う。なんか今日あんまり進まんな。地下クラブの話はどうなった？
Hi again, gendarme. Bye bye, gendarme.
Hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother
特に
you with
新
a
し
long
い選
game.
択肢はなし。じゃあクイックセーブして。
Mr. Dubois, every
済んだぞ。
worker, the golden boy returns once more. Wonderful. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost...
Oh, Bratan, you play the old man like a three-string banjo. He has no idea.
やりだした。
Better not to gloat, sire. 'Tis arrogance that gives the play away. Be subtle.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. Well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings.
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland. There's nothing left. But mark my reset. I have big plans for Martin 8. Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on. Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years...
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state. The pain is true. And then there will be a giant statue of him towering above it all.
I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinez rebuilt. 5-story building complexes, kids off speed, and landowners in a zone hating me. That will be my statue. And yours. We're damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace. Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on. An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry.
This must be the woman who bought the
ロイ
gun
から
from
銃を買い取った
the
女。
one he described.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building. As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time.
It sounds like a very distant.
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old...
There it is again. The pig.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone called.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him.
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but...
She will be there from 2200 hours.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Order it. You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. Why a war, of course.
And what do you...
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war. I have. It's a great story, Harry. Did you also know how the bee colony killed...
He crosses his hands contently.
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martin Ames. With all the unions in the more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them. Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the container.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no charm. Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. It's already happening. No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know.
He really does. The guy, huh?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it was...
He really doesn't.
2,372.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for...
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the... We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be...
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfect... All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities. The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad. Has bad optics. May be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, how we're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry.
Benefit is a children's cold medicine, usually apricot.
And the kids on the street.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsaran. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
He's basically admitting to it.
Harry, if I was supplying raw material...
Understood.
Mm-hmm.外国での新たな収入源がハーブの密輸。ああ、密輸じゃなくて外国で合法的に麻薬を作れる薬品工場があると。
Oh, Harry, you've misunderstood. I have no drugs in my hands. It's all far on... Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
これ誤植やな。旗とは王とかじゃなくて、旗とか王とかやな、多分。スクショ撮るか。
No, no, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's gone. Boys. Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinez and its many-sided business ventures now? This bold new vision of incorporated socialism I'm offering? Harry, the future I have in store for Martinez...
Oh yeah. Skull and bones.
本当に狂信的な伝統主義者。
The Revacholian Death Squad. Oh yeah. The visual image has completely bedazzled you. You're 100% with Everard now.
We're way past specific union members now. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth. Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built. This has been so great. I'm always happy to educate and entertain you. Very nice, Harry. Is there anything else?
ピックスと対峙して銃を取り戻せ。半日ぐらいあるな。
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
習字学なんか1個ぐらいあげられるやつあったよ。マイナス1。習字学プラス1今もうつけてるか。これか。クイックセーブして。どんどん上げちゃうか。ロックやと 28%。
Before the cargo container. Why are you?
まあ 42% ならまあいいやろ。
Before the cargo container. Despite the dirt that's up, the door stands.
Satisfied, detective?
Try again. Just like that, you hear a click.
光を曲げる超大金持ちの男。何これ。
You can't be serious.
え？The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for it. Something's amiss. The light beams bend around, trying to visualize the physics at play. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home.
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're...
No. What can I do for you, gentlemen? Who am I? Oh, anyhow, my name is Rustam Diodor, investor, vice...
Mr. Diodor, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the...
Pleasure to meet you, Harrier Kibua. I must admit, The name suits you very well. However, this is a great way. By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly? Хорошо. I remember. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that, well, there simply aren't enough hours a day to handle all the handouts. Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. Smart, no? It also provides a need for luxury yachts, high-fidelity portable radio systems, well-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois. What? No, I did not say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that. To be perfectly blunt, I inherited my fortune from my poor dad, who has taken her fortune and invested prudently.
Actually, at the level this guy is, it takes several generations to do that.
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. Then, once you've reached my position, some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really. Imagine living such a high net worth existence is over.
信じられないほど退屈なファック。
But yes, as you now see, it is sometimes just
お金恵んでもらう。
I don't see how it's appropriate for a representative.
Come here. As you may know, us high net worth individuals, here is 3 real. How much can you get for it? You're welcome. Maybe you can make that.
This is a proposal, not a question.
神がかり、まともな投資計画を提示する。概念化。
Thanks for stopping.
概念化。概念化、概念化。概念化。概念化。概念化プラス8%。そうっすか。てか謎の空間が広がってたな。キムなんか感想ある？
Yes.
謎が謎を呼ぶというか。
A rusting control, no screech of metal when the crane does not return to its original position.
動く気配がないと。12時か。メジャーヘッド。 奥、ん
Your raised descent has only one.
雲のところに行ってたんかなんか赤緑の印が奥にパソコンっぽいのがあるな。
Hola, wandering man. Los Ardis? They're sort of like...
Come on. He's just trying to keep the peace. The man whispers a joke.
売店の姉ちゃんはなんか違うこと言うか
な。Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know.
ちなみにこのばあちゃん関係ないよな。銃持ってるやつと関係あるんかな。
The woman is still up.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
She's...
You heard that, little man? A pilgrim is what it...
明日どうしような。まあ夜には配信すると思うけど。92リアル。
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to...
Wonderful board games. Browbritter is a fun game.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends? Then don't.
Don't be so hard on yourself. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. Wonderful choice, sir. A wholesome...
The display rack is
ヘルムダルから来た男の方。アネットはアネットの話もなんか完全に終わってるっぽいな。
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective Dick Mullen. Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they.
そんな高くないし買っちゃおうか。
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance.
Indeed. Something about... Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for.
Shelves full of biographies of...
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the...
Browsing through, suddenly, a high-speed love next to Earth, next to that.
I really must... I'm sorry, I did not mean...
Shelves filled to the brim.
Of course.
The display rack is brimming with worn paper.
Oh yes, certainly.
In your hand, the cover features a charming... The exact location and time period are left. The box has a nice heft. What treasures, even before you open it? The plastic wrap rips off as easily. There's a hiss as the lid slides off. Inside, welcome to Suzerainty, a game of economic strategy for the whole family. The rulebook is sumptuously illustrated and thick as a Gradian novel. The instructions are opaque at first. You soon figure out the basic conceit. Each player represents an administrator for the suzerain. That's where the suzerain's vassals come in. Each turn, the player collects resources from vassals where they've placed workers. They may then, as you leaf through the pages, your eye catches on it. Remember, there are many paths to victory in suzerain. The actual scoring system appears infinitely complex, with a series of tables and appendices required to compute each player's final victory point total. You skip that part. You open up a number of pouches. Each card...
What? You're not going to offer to let me punch any of them out?
In addition to the worker and building token from the Empire of Saffre, orange apricot tokens.
Oh, those are nice.
You hold the open game box before you. The lieutenant looked...
Holy shit. The average playing time
ゲーム
for
の
this
平均
game
プレイで
1
1時間から
I'm
6
not
時
sure
間
we can...
So he says, but his gaze lingers a moment longer.
まあこれを時間潰しに使ってもいいね。この本っていうか雑誌類並んでるけど別に買えるわけじゃない。終了かな。なんかあんまり進展せんかったな。じゃあ今日は終了します。明日もまあ昼からやるか夜からやるかはまだ決めてないけど、まあ夜にはやると思いますんで、またなんとか年末年内クリアまで行きたいけどね。実家に、まあ、実家は市内やからすぐ帰れるんやけど、正月これゲーム戦費とか挟んでたら絶対忘れるからな。まあ、そんな感じで、終了です。お疲れ様でした。